lovely people, Nina here. So last week I had a whole stack of books, or these, and I went through and talked about each of them and why I was going to read them, because they were on my Libby, like they had just come up for me to check out from the library, the audiobook version. And so because these had all come up on my Libby at once, I had been waiting, some of them I had been waiting like months and months and months, and some of them up to a year, to check out and to read. And so I figured that my May TBR would only be my library books that I want to try to get through. And I figured this week I would do a little bit of an update and give you an update. I finished one. So it's a slow going, but I'm getting there. Life has been busy. So I figured I would go through them all. The first one that I finished, and well, the only one that I finished so far, is I Want to Die, But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki. And this was really good. This was really sad. It's by Baek Sahi. And it goes through her sessions with her psychiatrist, because she's diagnosed with like a chronic depressive disorder. I think it's called dysthymia, which is like a chronic state of depression. And it is like told in kind of dialogue format. And I really liked this. I thought it was interesting to read about like therapy and to read about how someone else's mind works. It was a really hard read because of the topic and the subject, but it was really interesting and it made me really sad, but it was also, I think, really well done and really beautifully written. So there's that one. Yeah, I just think the important thing with this is just to know that you are important and your life is valuable and you are meant to be here. So there's that one. Yeah, a good read, but a hard read. So if you want to read it, I would suggest it, but just know that it does talk about her like very deep depression and all of her struggles. So there's that one. And that one did take me a bit longer to get through just because of the subject matter. It's shorter, but it did take a bit to get through. The next one that I have on my list, this one was The World Without Us. I have an update. This got returned. So I went back on the wait list. I just had so much going on and the date was creeping up and I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to get around to this. It is all research based on essentially what the world would be like without human beings. My next read that I'm going to start today, and hopefully I kind of want to see if I can start and finish it in a day. That seems very challenging for me because I'm a very slow reader. But maybe like today and tomorrow. I literally think I have like 3 days left on this loan. So today and tomorrow. This is How the Word is Passed by Clint Smith. And I talked about this in my video last week. So I won't talk too much about it here. But this is going to be my next read. And I will start this today. And maybe next week I'll have enough. Well, I'm going to have to finish this in 3 days. Because that's when my audiobook renews. So next week I'll have an update on this. I'm assuming I'm gonna love it because I love history and research and that. So that's this. And then the other ones I have left, I'll give you an update on the dates that they're due. Oh, Dear Committee Members got returned, but it was not in like high demand for the audiobook, so I can check this out again. Like, it's available for me to check out right now. I'm just gonna wait with it because these 3 are also on my like currently checked out, and I have to get through them. So this one, probably like 2 days. I have max 3. The next one then I'm going to have to read because of time constraint is Frederick Bachman's My Friends. And then after that, it's probably going to be The Overstory. These both have, I think this has like 13 days left on my loan, and this one has maybe like 10. I don't know. I didn't double check on this one, but it's going to be one of these. So yeah, that is my reading journey so far, and my library, everything became available to check out at once, and I'm panicking because I want to read all of these books, but I don't know what I'm going to get through, and the loan wait for them was so incredibly long, which is amazing because that means more people are reading. Bad because that means I'm going to have to wait longer if I don't get these read. So I'm going to try to read them. This one next. This one I finished and I loved. It made me very sad, but I loved it. And then this next. So yeah, that is all for this week's video. A short little update. Let me know what you're reading down below, or if you read any of these books. And I'm still on my Libby challenge, checking through my Libby books to see what audiobooks I can get through while I read my physical books. So yeah, that is it for this week's video. I love you all. I hope you all have a great weekend. I will see you next week. As always, free Palestine, and may all people live free from oppression, whether that's Sudan or Congo or Ukraine or wherever, Lebanon. Everyone deserves to have peace and to live in peace. I love you all. I'll see you next week. Bye!